Hello, good morning. It is Monday the 11th. I'm doing a 48-hour readathon. So today is the first day. I'm going to be alone because my partner is on a work trip. So I thought today would be like the best day to do this. Anyways, I am one of Daijah from Daijah's Book World's patrons. I don't know. I'm a member of her Patreon, and she's doing a seasonal roulette in celebration of the 1-year anniversary of her Patreon. So spinner wheel, prompts, spring related. Anyways, today's day 2. I have started 2 books already. I am pretty far through both of them. One of them is Brother Song by TJ Klune. I am 71% of the way through this. I fell asleep reading it last night, so it might be less than that. I will find out. I'll find out when I find out. And then the other one is The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest. I am 29% of the way through that book. I'm reading that one physically while I'm also listening to the audiobook because I have a arc for it, and I feel like just listening to the audiobook while I'm working, which is how I normally read, is not conducive to reviewing arcs. It just kind of feels like I'm not giving it my full attention, and I'm probably not loving it as much as I thought I would. Anyways, I have a tattoo appointment at noon. It is 10:40. I need to put some makeup on, eat something, maybe have a little bit of caffeine, not too much. Shouldn't do that. I definitely need to eat something. So while I get ready, I think I'm going to listen to Brother Song a little bit and while I cook my breakfast, and I will see you soon, maybe. Hello, I am back. I went and I got my tattoo. It's almost 4 o'clock now and I'm back home. It took less time than I thought it would. I can't show it right now because I am kind of wrapped up like a deli sandwich. I'm allergic to medical adhesives, so my tattoo artist just like wrapped saran wrap around the entirety of my body because I got a tattoo right on my stomach below my belly button. I have not read very much. I think I read like 1 hour of the Brother Song audiobook. If you hear sounds, that's my cat Coraline. She's being a bit crazy. I read about an hour of the Brother Song audiobook earlier while I was eating, getting ready, such. I ordered delivery from Veggie Grill, so I'm going to probably just take a nap while I wait for that to come because boy, am I exhausted. Normally tattoos don't put me out like this, but this tattoo just hurts so much that I'm just like so exhausted. So I'm going to take a nap for maybe about a half an hour and I will check back in if I start reading. Okay, hello, welcome to my kitchen. It's a few hours later and I made myself a nice little shaken espresso coffee. If you haven't had Cafe Bustelo instant espresso shaken with, like, I use oat milk and a little bit of agave, you're missing out. This is delicious. Anyways, I washed my tattoo. I can show you a picture of it, or you can go to my Instagram. You'll see it there. And I'm now finally ready to sit down and start reading. I think what I'm going to do is get myself all comfy, cozy in bed and maybe start reading The Partner Plot because it's a pretty short audiobook. I think I could finish it fairly quickly because I am reading along 3 times speed. It'll be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and I'll check in with you later today. So I don't have the energy to film any fancy B-roll or clear the cups off of my nightstand, but I just wanted to show you my little reading setup. Those are the soundproof headphones that I normally use to read, but since I'll be laying down, I have my little in-ear ones. But I have one of these like Kindle stands and like the page turner, and oh my God, I am so cold at night, and this fixes everything. I get to just be all wrapped up in my blanket. My cat's doing something she shouldn't. I get to be wrapped up in my blanket and just go boop and turn the page, and it's been so nice. Hello again. I actually fell asleep while I was reading. I'm just like completely exhausted. Normally this happens after I get a tattoo, but this one is like exceptionally, I'm exceptionally tired. I also came to the realization that I haven't told you what either of these books I'm reading are about. Okay, so The Partner Plot by, I think it's Kristen Forrest. I got an arc from NetGalley, but it is about these two high school sweethearts. The first chapter is like a prologue, and it sucked me in because they were like in high school, and he had dreams of being a famous basketball player. She had dreams of being a fashion stylist, like famous fashion stylist. And they were like, well, we're going to stay together. We'll figure this out. And then fast forward to the future, he's now a high school teacher, and she followed or achieved her dreams. And they get a pretend marriage, and then now have to pretend to be married for their hometown because people found out. I'm enjoying it enough so far. This book fulfills the prompt for my spinner wheel for BIPOC author. I don't want to assume what race the author is, but she is not white. Anyways, that book is fine. I'm enjoying it enough. I am about halfway through. I did read quite a few chapters. Let me just pull this up. Yeah, I'm 47% through. My Kindle says I have 2 hours left of reading. I don't know if I'm going to keep reading that today, since I did keep falling asleep while reading it, and I don't want to sleep anymore. But the other book I'm reading is Brother Song by TJ Klune, and that is the fourth book in the Green Creek series. It's a paranormal romance series, which is weird that I'm reading two romance books at the same time because I don't really read romance very often. But it is the fourth book. It's following a character that you learn about in the first book. I don't necessarily think that it's spoilers who it's about, but I am enjoying like not knowing who the next book's going to be about and just like figuring out. The first book is about werewolves, I guess is the best thing to say. I can't give you a plot of this one because fourth book will spoil everything. But once I finish this, I have finished the Green Creek series. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up myself on the couch and I'm going to cross stitch and listen to Brother Song. Maybe that will wake me up because I could fall asleep. Like, I'm going to lay my head back down and I'm going to fall asleep again. And I slept for almost 2 hours. So, yeah, I'm going to cross stitch a little bit. And if I make some decent progress into Brother Song, I'll check back in. Hello. It is a little after 9 o'clock, and I just finished Brother Song by TJ Klune. I think I'm going to give it maybe like a 3-star. I didn't love it, but I understand why somebody could love it. I just don't think I'm as invested in the characters as I could have been. It could just be a me thing. I love TJ Klune's other books. So, like, it's not the writing. It's just that these characters aren't Ox and Joe, if that makes sense. Like, the first book was my favorite of the 4 plus the novellas. They aren't Ox and Joe. And they just, like, I understand that, like, why TJ Klune wrote every book following a different couple, but the romance isn't nearly as, like, gut-wrenching, and I don't love it as much as the first book in the series. I don't remember what it's called. Heart Song? I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to update my spreadsheet because I haven't done that since, like, Friday, and I need to get on that. And then I think I'm going to, like, take a little bit of a break from reading and maybe watch a few YouTube videos, but I will see. I am taking a break from cross stitch because, like, I finished the book. Like, I don't want to read the book that I want to read physically while I'm doing that. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll check back in with you later. Okay, hello. It's 11-ish, and I'm finally ready to start reading again. I just need to decide which book I'm going to read next. So I did 6 spinner wheel spins using the seasonal roulette spinner wheel, whatever. I think that there's 4 books. I have 3 of them out from the library already. One of them 2 of them I own, but, like, one of them I own, I have borrowed, and the other one I own, I have, like, on my bookshelf. I haven't been really loving reading a physical book, but I am okay reading physically on my iPad. So, it doesn't matter. The book that I'm going to read physically next after I read The Partner Plot is The Devil Crept In by Anya Alborn, but I want another audiobook. So my 3 options are The River of Silver by S.A. Chakraborty, The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden, and End of Story by A.J. Finn. And they are respectively River or Lake on the cover, Flower on the cover, and an anticipated release. I think because I have an arc for The Warm Hands of Ghosts and an arc for The Partner Plot, I don't think I want to read either of those quite yet. And I think that the audiobook for The River of Silver is kind of short. So I think I want to leave it for tomorrow for when I'm, like, feeling unmotivated because I have, like, work things to do. Like, I don't have work, I just have work things to do. So I'm going to read End of Story by A.J. Finn. This person wrote Woman in the Window, which I've been meaning to reread so I could watch the movie that came out last year, but I'm gonna read this, and I'll check in with you when I have thoughts. Hello. I read about 20% of End of Watch by A.J. Finn, which, who's gonna tell me that it's a man? Because I didn't know that. The author, whatever. Just a little bit of the plot. It's about this woman who is pen pals with this author, and he invites her to come to his house, like, in San Francisco, and he's like, oh, I have 3 months left to live, and I want you to write, like, something that I get to leave behind for my family, like, not quite a memoir, but just, like, a collection of memories of him or about him. And turns out that this house had a couple people go missing, and it's, like, this big unsolved thing that the internet's obsessed a bit with, and people just kind of are like, all of this girl's friends are like, oh my god, are you dead yet? Are you dead yet? And she's just like, no, not dead yet. Still just hanging out. And I guess the mystery is going to be what happened to these people, because this was their house. It was this author's, like, the old guy's, first wife and child. And he has, like, he has another wife and kids, and they're all just hanging out in the house, and they're just like, yeah, this guy's weird, but, like, whatever. And it's fine so far. I remember liking Woman in the Window because there was a unreliable narrator. That's what it's called. It was an unreliable narrator, and I really enjoy unreliable narrators. I hope that I don't see how it would go that way, but I'm not quite sure how the mystery is going to go. So, enjoying it so far. I think I'm just going to take my makeup off and, like, go to bed, because it is midnight and I'm just really tired. And if I do read any more tonight, I will update you tomorrow morning about it. Hello, good morning. Walk with me. It is almost 11. I woke up at 10 o'clock, but I really didn't want to get out of bed. Oh, it's only 10:30. I lied. I didn't want to get out of bed. So, this is me getting out of bed. I'm going to make myself some coffee. I actually have a lot I need to do today. I sold some books on Pango, so I need to go to the post office, and I need to drop those off. And while I'm out, I should get stuff to make breakfast, because I do not have food for breakfast. Also, there's a bookstore, so maybe I'll go to the bookstore as a treat for being so brave and leaving my house by myself. I'm not agoraphobic, but I need a good enough reason to leave the house in order to leave the house without freaking the fuck out. And I don't think going to the post office or going to get breakfast food is a good enough reason. So that's fun for me. Oh, there's still coffee in here. Awesome. So maybe going to the bookstore as like a treat afterwards would be enough to get me out there. Hello. I just got back. Went to the post office. Then I went to the grocery store, which, by the way, I want a vegan breakfast sandwich. I have the sausage, and I need the egg, the just egg. I like the frozen patties, and bagels. Tell me why I get there. They don't have any just egg. They don't have the liquid, and they don't have the patties. I checked. I did laps. I hate the grocery store, and I did fucking laps. Didn't have it. So, instead, I got this, which is General Tso's tofu, which, BRB, I'm going to go heat this up because I'm fucking hungry. Okay, I'm sorry if you can hear that, hear the microwave going in the background. I just refuse to cook a microwave meal in the oven because if I'm already going to be eating trash, might as well make it the worst way possible. Anyways, let's bring you down, and then we can do a book haul. So, the lighting over here is better. Don't mind that. That's not mine. That's hers. So, book haul. I live in a really great area of Boston. There is 3 really, like, famous small bookstores within, like, a 15-minute walk from me. So I went to one of those. Not going to tell you which one. But I got a couple books. So let's see what we got. So first, let's start with this one. I got Wayward by Amelia Hart because the cover's pretty. And I think I'm going to love it solely based on the fact that I love the cover. I don't know. It's like witchcraft, I think. There's witches, multiple timelines. The last time I read a book with multiple timelines was Her Little Flowers. And I read that as like my own personal like Goodreads reading the horror category. Really love that book. Really, really good. So maybe this will be a win for me. Next, I got Looking Glass Sound by Katrina Ward. Coraline is eating my paperback, so we're gonna take that away from her. So I don't know what this is about. But I read Sundial, and I don't know if I read Last House on Needless Street. I want to say that I tried to and I DNF'd it. So rude. Anyways, rude. I think I DNF'd Last House on Needless Street, but I think it was also the first book of hers that I tried to read, and I want to go back and read it. I forget what other books this person has, but I definitely have read Sundial. Oh, Little Eve. I think I read Little Eve. I think I got an arc for that, and I read that. But the cover's cool. I don't know what it's about, and I don't want to know what it's about, because I think that my horror taste, I like going into things not knowing anything. My cat is thinking about jumping up here, so if you fall over, I'm so sorry. All right. Next, I got Mr. Magic by Kirsten White, because I love this book. I got an arc for this. Kirsten White's adult horror works for me, but I don't think it works for most people. I really liked Hyde. I thought it was really fun. I liked that it was so short that, like, there was so much that I'm missing out on. I liked that. I liked this book so much. I had an arc for it, and I was so excited because Kirsten White's, like, YA, like, anti-darken series was one of my all-time favorites at the time that I read them. So I was super excited about this. This is about a girl that has memories of being on this TV show, or has memories of this thing called Mr. Magic, but it doesn't exist. Everybody in this world, like, they're like, oh, geez, does anybody else remember this? There is nothing about this TV show. And it's about this girl who was on this TV show. I don't want to share too much, because, like, learning more about, like, why this is happening was my favorite part of this. I loved the stuff. I loved the, like, the things that I can't tell you about. So, super excited. I did spend $100 at this bookstore, because full price books, but worth it, because this book was great. And then I also got End of Story by AJ Finn, because I'm currently reading it, and this motherfucker has an author photo. I don't know if I've been living under a rock. I don't even think I own Women in the Window. I must, right? Oh, I totally do. Give me one sec. Those are my read books, in case you're wondering. These are my classics and my graphic novels. Anyways, hello. Yeah, this man doesn't even use pronouns in this one. I think that this copy was printed like the year this book came out. Yeah, it's a first edition. But it doesn't say pronouns. It doesn't say anything. It just says Finn, which I believe is a woman's name. Why are you writing women if you're a man? Why do men do this? Why do men do this? Who else does it? The guy who wrote, what's it called? My cat's being crazy. Oh, it's Taylor Adams I'm thinking about. Taylor Adams, Riley Sager. Why are men? Anyways, I'm really enjoying this. I'm almost 50% of the way through it. I read another 23% while I was out doing stuff and things. And I'm going to keep reading this. I'm probably going to read it physically while I'm listening to the audiobook after I eat, because I'm hungry. I need coffee. I'll see you later. Hello. I just finished End of Watch by AJ Finn. I'm conflicted, because I enjoyed it. I would give it a 4 if it wasn't for the, like, plot twist that the author chose, which I hate that it's a plot twist. I guess minor spoilers. It's the twist is that the main character isn't cishet. Like, they are somebody important to the story, like, who they actually are. But, like, the plot twist is that they're not cishet. And I kind of don't like that. So, it's going to be a 3.5. 3.5 feels good. I'm going to rate it as 4 stars on Goodreads because I did enjoy it. And it's just like that one twist is just like really unfortunate. Yeah. I think next I'm going to read River of Silver by S.A. Chakraborty. I have a copy up there, but I don't feel like getting it. These are my TBR books, and then my favorites. You can't see them, but it is a collection of short stories that take place during the Daijah trilogy, which, if you know anything about me, Daijah trilogy is my favorite series. It follows Jin. The first book follows a Egyptian girl named Nari who accidentally summons a jinn and like goes on this adventure. It's low-key kind of an Aladdin retelling, but not really. It's so good. It's so good. The writing's incredible. And yeah, it's just a collection of short stories or I guess it's like deleted chapters from the 3 books. So that's what I'm going to read next. Audiobook's only 6 hours and I've read it before, so I'm probably going to listen to it at 3.5 speed because I have it on Audible. Yeah, I can't tell you about this at all, so I guess I'll check back in when I finish it. Hello, it's just after 7 and I just finished The River of Silver by S.A. Chakraborty. If you hear movement in the background, it's this guy, this cute little girl, being a little crazy. So I don't think I said what this prompt was for, but it was a book with a lake or pond or something like that on the cover. I'm cheating a little bit because it's a waterfall into a river, which I'm going to count. I'm rating it 5 stars. Obviously, the series is my favorite. It just like adds so much like extra to the world. And I love that. I think I'm going to take a break for a little bit and maybe start editing this, because if I don't edit it, I'm not going to upload it. And, all this would have been just a waste. So I think I'm going to do that for a little bit. Brayden isn't going to be home for another couple hours. So I think I have some time to just like get that done maybe